Hello and welcome. We're going to be going over deck building. Deck building is pretty much the same other than a few pieces of terminology that we'll go over. If you're confused about the newest update, Storexit, I'll go over that in quite a bit.
Storexit.
But anyways, let's go over the two pieces of terminology, perma-stud and inert. Perma-stud is basically a permanent stud that generates every single turn. Inert are cards that cannot generate normally. They do not generate at the end of the turn. The new mechanics with the newest update basically allowed the player to discard a card each turn if it is not inert and not white, in exchange for a permanent stud of that color card. So if I discard a card on turn 1, say I'm running a yellow deck, and the yellow deck has all cards, they're all good, none of them have inert. That means I can discard any card I want, and I will get a permanent stud for my generation. So if I only discard a card, I get one icon. At the end of the turn, if I have no, cards on the field, I generate one yellow icon. The next turn, let's say I discard a card, another yellow, now I generate two yellow icons every turn. This is a new mechanic. White or non-color cannot play like this. Only specified cards that say they generate a non-color permanent stud will generate a non-permanent color stud. That's the only way. Other than that, I believe that's everything for the terminology and the rundown. Alright, we're going to be going into deck building. It's so simple. It's practically the same as before. You just need to pay quite a good amount of attention to what you're doing when you're deck building. If you're a new user, I recommend using monocolors. Monocolors are red, green, blue, and yellow. Mono means one, so you would only choose one color and build a deck around it. In this video, I've made a mono yellow deck, and it performed well. It performed really, really well. And it just shows that as a level 1 newbie, you can still make a very, very good deck and compete with top players. Granted, I don't know, it's a card game, random chance could be an effect, but if you know what you're doing, you should be able to play correctly, have a good chance, and not make too many mistakes. But anyways, if you're a little bit more experienced, dual color, that would be two color decks, maybe like a blue, a yellow, or blue and green, something like that. I highly do not recommend mono white or non-color. I highly do not recommend tricolor, and I'm a little bit wary of rainbow decks. But as long as you know what you're doing, you should be fine with deck building. Archetypes are a great way to learn the game. I recommend going through the lists, checking them out. Bees would be for dual color. If you want monocolor, you can use doges, knobs for yellow, toys for yellow, police for blue, core block for blue. Green would be overseers. Ninjas are red, just as a few examples here off the top of my head for new users. Few key pieces of terminology that can be beneficial. If you're running blue, locks are fun. If you're running yellow, haste is a good one, or mill. Mill, if you go over into the help menu, scroll down to M, you'll see millage or something like that. It basically means removing cards from your player's deck into their hand, making them draw a lot as a summarization. Over for red, burn is pretty good. You can find that over in the terminology area as well. And green is self-explanatory, health gain. If you're using celestials especially, green is really, really beefy in the health department. But yeah, just a few examples. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you want my deck, I'm gonna be showcasing it in the end of this video. If you do want the deck itself, I'll have an image right up on screen showing all of the cards. I don't know if I can post the import in the description, so I believe YouTube gives me a limited amount of characters for the description, so I'm kind of sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to be posting it there. But yeah, it'll be on screen. Hopefully this video helps, gives you an idea of how the new mechanics work, and hopefully it's beneficial. If you do have any questions, post them down below in the comments. I'll try my best to help you guys out. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, we got a match, and after all of the alterations, I think we got a pretty alright deck. Definitely not a insane deck, but definitely a pretty good one. Pixel 50 up, 400 power. I'm trying to think, looking around. Haste win this, that's cool. Health and power, we're at 661. Trying to think here, what would be a good idea? Pretty good, I think. I think that's good. Should be. Alright, that's cool. We are using yellow. Target fighter for the first time. Pretty cool. We'll toss in this one. We get that. That's great. All allied fighters gain 100 power. That could be interesting. So on that note, I think 100 power in general could have been good. I think we're good. Bum, 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 bum. $500 onto it would be pretty good still. Western Bandit is really good. Huge cards. Let's take out one of these, I suppose. Wait, what? They're all locked, so I'm kind of curious. 3, 2 would be cool, but I think we could just put out a huge card. That's pretty frightening. Yeesh. I think we're doing good. It's hard to tell a little bit. 4 to 3, we can definitely save him. So I think that's what I'm going to do in this matter. And that goes up, this goes over. 3, 3, pretty good. I'm gonna save my icons. Just Three, 6, pretty cool. 3 on 2 would be pretty cool. I'm getting distracted. Very distracted. If my bucket ends up dying, then that's alright. We got in quite a lot of damage, and I'm pretty happy with the result. Pilgrim, I'm going to sacrifice for 1 extra icon to get infinite chicken every single turn. But I really didn't want that to happen. This is stupid. Alright, cool. $300 health is pretty awesome. I think we're good. I think that's a GG. This deck surprisingly worked out well. I could be wrong here. Could be very much wrong here. Infinite chicken has never failed me. GG. Hey, we got the badge. We got the combat, whatever the fuck it says. It was cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. New player, yellow deck, yellow is good. Try out yellow. If you're a new player, give yellow a shot. Infinite chicken is pretty awesome. Make sure you get used to the new controls. Discarding a card that doesn't have inert gives you a permanent stud, so it can come into your advantage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll be making some more content on this alt account just for the sake of, you know, having a fresh account. Maybe I'll tell you guys about that situation a little bit later, but as for now, I'm pretty happy with my results. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see ya.